Sav, in a way, is a state that repeats itself through Isaac. It's very similar to the preference or the way Abraham is choosing or is preferring, one can say, Ishmael. It's Ishmael on Isaac. He actually begs for his life. He doesn't beg for. I will not say that he's gladly going to sacrifice Isaac, but he's quite glad that the line will continue through actually Ishmael. I'm asking, it happens twice actually. It happens through Ishmael, and it will happen again by Isaac preferring Esav. Yeah? So I'm saying that the fathers both chose the klipa or the pill of their side, okay? Because they could see in themselves that it's similar, need reformation, need tikkun, need mending, but it's possible because it belongs to their side. So basically both are choosing the language of power, because both choices are of virility and power. As in Ishmael, so in Esav. But the real choice is of a weakness to the higher that will acquire the dress of force, meaning it's a language of influence or a language of bestowal, which will be Jacob. Okay? So in our work, we always choose the power language. What is choosing the power language? It's choosing the way we know something, and that gives us a lot of vitality to work. Because we say, okay, if we will harness the power of the will to receive to oneself, to work, this is something that, and in a way, it will strive to the trophy at the end. We can understand the language of it. But actually, we need to surrender to a different language, which is a more subtle language, which is the language of the spirit. This is why surrender is being established by Sarah. She's surrendering her life, so Isaac will, the line of Isaac and Jacob will live. Okay? And this is the preference. And that will repeat itself in Rivka. Yeah? And will actually express itself in Leah and Rachel. Okay? This is sort of why it is so important that Ishmael and Esav are appearing. And they're appearing as an externality in our world as well as Islam and Christianity. Okay? Which are, one can say, the power speech of the internality of Israel. But because they're both feeding on it, but through power. They translate it into a language of power, of coercing, of jihad, of one can say, you know, forcing other nation to into a belief through power. So you could see that they're both. It's as well related to the article that I gave you to read, which is the relationship between the handmaid and the mistress. So they should be actually the handmaid or the slaves of that, but they take the power and they want the control over it. So it's working inside and it's working outside in the same manner. Okay. So in order to actually change it or reform it, the world should see that the language of power is destructive, and the language of bestowal, the inner, the Israel, the service of something higher, which is the middle line, is actually something that can pave our way back to the conscious Eden, which is humanity at its best. So this is how it starts to weave itself. Okay, clarifying. Okay, so it's a pivotal portion. It's pivotal because the mothers till, I hope, our age are concealed power. And it seems that they need to sort of start to come into a more revealed expression in humanity, first in us, in the people that learn this language. So maybe if we know the language of bestowal, we will be able to actually reveal the Torah of the mothers. Okay? Because they made the right choices all along the ways, all along all the ways that are weaving. Yeah,